Hi guys, thanks for tuning in to Lips, Shoes, and Issues. I'm Jeannie and just wanted to come in and do a chit chat about a couple of things. I just kind of thought to myself, I haven't shown any of my shoes or new purchases, so I wanted to show you some. It is Lips, Shoes, and Issues, right? And then we're going to go over some issues, but first, I got to put some lip gloss on as I'm looking at myself in the mirror. I'm noticing, yeah, I need to freshen up that lip gloss. And this is one of my faves, ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lip in matte Imaginarium. I guess it's so little, the writing, but it's just a little lip gloss. Something we all do all the time, isn't it? Stop and put on your lip gloss. This feels really good and it's a beautiful color and I love it. Not wearing any lip liner, just the lips, just the lip gloss, just a little gloss. Should I say gloss one more time? So, wanted to show you some shoes. Now, this is a new purchase here. These are Guess shoes. And I purchased these at Macy's. Yes, Macy's. I'm into the square toe lately. I'm really into the square toe. I don't know, I'm seeing the Kardashians walk around with their square toe shoes and sandals, and I mean, it makes your foot look so attractive. It really does, your foot or your feet. They really do, with a good a good toe polish. Your feet just look really good. I mean, once you put on a square toe, I don't know if you can go back to the round toe. And the thing is the front of your foot fits so nice and easily on that. And this design is so cool. This one comes in all different colors, but since I have all different colors, I thought I would go with this. This is a Guess sandal, and it has like an artistry splash of paint. That's what it looks like. And it has the kitten heel, and I'm really into the kitten heels lately. I'm into the square toes and the kitten heels. Why? Because, well, let's see, I'm 57 years old, and I just turned 57 actually, and they're just easier to walk in, yet they're still attractive and sexy. And you can wear them all day long. They're so comfortable, and these shoes are padded and very comfortable, and have the little Guess emblem there in the gold. But they're gorgeous. Did I have that right? They're just gorgeous, you guys. Check them out. Go onto the Macy's site and check them out. They come in different colors, and the black is very attractive, of course. These are called Amzie Dress Sandal by Guess, and these are at Macy's. Again, it's Amzie, A-M-Z-I-E, Dress Sandal by Guess. You know, the Guess jeans, well, they make shoes too. They make everything. But these are gorgeous. Check them out if you can. Good price, because Macy's always has like coupons or, those specials, or they'll designer sales, star rewards. I mean, when you add it all up, you end up spending hardly nothing. And then these, I'm going to show you another pair. These are my faves. I love these. I couldn't wait till they came. And again, a kitten heel. These are Mark Fisher kitten heel, square toe, leather. Beautiful. So gorgeous. How gorgeous are they? And they are even more gorgeous on your foot. I mean, they are sexy. Even with the kitten heel. You can wear these out. You can wear these around. You can wear them during the day. You can wear them shopping. You can wear them with capris. You can wear them. That's what I like about kitten heels. You can wear them with shorts. You can wear them with a dress. You can wear them with a skirt. You can wear them with a bikini, okay? You can wear them with a one piece. But these are they're beautiful. They're from day to night if you want. But look at that square. That's a real square. And I'm telling you, your feet look very sexy in these. And these are called the Baron Slide Sandal by Mark Fisher. And I got these at Nordstrom, and they were also on sale when I got them. Baron Slide Sandal by Mark Fisher at Nordstrom. And I don't know if you buy Mark Fisher shoes, but his shoes are extremely comfortable. I don't know if he makes shoes for women of age, but I find that his shoes are extremely comfortable, even the heels, high heels. I think he, you know, I remember when I was wearing high heels, which wasn't that long ago, but you could wear them because he did the platform at the front. So it really, your foot didn't feel like it was walking on a high heel, because it really wasn't, because there was a platform in the front, and that it just made it very comfortable. The only thing you had to, you know, be careful of is the elevation of yourself. But, you know, so these shoes are they're very padded, and the heel has an extra padding right there. He really thinks of women when he makes his shoes. But anyway, love these. Love them. Very sexy, especially for a kitten heel. And I would try them on, but I'm wearing sweatpants for you. Maybe I'll do that another time. Getting into a couple things that I wanted to talk to you about from some of my past videos. And this is, again, about bladder health, and I see maybe even UTIs. Any women out there that are struggling with IC or bladder pain, I just thought about a couple of things that I wanted to share with you that that I did that worked for me, that helped me. So probiotic. I would take the strongest probiotic out there, the most natural. Like I would get Kind Life, Garden of Eden. I think that's what they were called, because they source, I guess, many of their supplements from organic plants. So I would take like a 50 billion probiotic every single morning. Probiotics help with your digestion, which in turn help with your gut lining, which in turn prevent anything from leaking out of your gut into your bladder. And you never know, nobody knows what the cause of this interstitial cystitis is, but that could be it. That's, you know, one, I mean, a few doctors have said that they think that's what it is. It's from leaky gut, which could be, because leaky gut causes inflammation inside your body. So it could be that. So yeah, probiotic is very, it just helps build your healthy gut flora, and it also helps limit the yeast inside your system, which yeast also eats away at the good bacteria. So you want to take a probiotic. It just helps with your digestion. And I've never found it to irritate my bladder. I always took the probiotic with the Desert Harvest aloe pills. You take 3 of them. Look it up, Desert Harvest aloe. Look up their website, and you will find it very informative. This is the pre-leaf I was telling you about. You want to take 2 or 3 of these before every meal. I don't even care if you're eating a salad. I don't care if you're eating cucumbers. Take 3 of these before every meal if you're having a flare. They sell these on Amazon, and these will be your best friend. Get some pH strips. Also they sell these at Amazon. You want to test your urine every single day, because what you need to do is you need to get to an alkaline state. So you need to know every single day. If you're acidic, you're going to get burning. Okay, you're going to have pain. But when you work your way up here, this is when you're going to find the relief, and you're going to be able to measure it yourself. So every morning, this is what I would do. You pee on a stick and measure it. And that seems, you know, when I knew I was getting more alkaline, I felt a little better. One way to get alkaline is to drink 8 ounces of water with a teaspoon of baking soda. that will immediately alkaline your urine. Therefore, you won't feel burning. It will give you relief. It's not permanent. It's not long lasting, but it's for right now. And along those lines of baking soda and water, and of course you can Google all this and do some research, but when you do research, I want you to research interstitial cystitis healing, or healing interstitial cystitis, or how I don't know how to rid the pain of, not how to, don't do how to, because a lot of it's very dim and grim, very dark. So if you go in there and you just Google interstitial cystitis or painful bladder syndrome or bladder pain, you're going to get a lot of negative, and it's going to scare you, a lot of negativity. But there's so much positivity if you just put the right words in Google or the right words in YouTube. Healing interstitial cystitis. How to heal interstitial cystitis. I can heal interstitial cystitis. I mean, put those words in. Put the word heal, okay, when you put the other words in there, and you're going to find another world of information for you that you will blow you away, because there's so many women that have healed. So anyway, I know I got off the subject there, but on the same subject of the baking soda and water, there are alkaline drops that you can drop into your water, which make your water alkaline, and you can just drink that water all day long. It's alkaline water. It's going to help your body so much become more alkaline on a regular basis. Because of course you don't want to drink baking soda and water. You can't drink it more than one a day because it's very high in sodium. You could probably drink it maybe 3-4 days in a row in the morning, but sooner or later your body has to become alkaline naturally and organically. And alkaline drops can help with that also. If you're eating celery and cucumbers and drinking peppermint tea, and you're drinking alkaline water at the same time, you're going to speed up the healing process. So again, alkaline drops you can find on Amazon. You can find, I mean, you could probably call a natural foods market, and and I'm sure they carry them. And it wouldn't hurt to consult with a, home, what are they called? I can't think. Oh, I don't know. I'm having a little. But anyway, it wouldn't hurt to talk to a natural foods consultant. A homeopathy, that's what I'm trying to think of. Homeopathy. A homeopathic doctor or nurse or nutritionist. They can guide you in some really good areas as far as becoming alkaline. They may not know a lot about IC, but they do know a lot about becoming alkaline. There are alkaline diets if you Google them on Google or on YouTube. So much information out there for you. So when you shower, you want to use soap with no fragrant, no chemicals, no scent, no moisturizer. I use Dove unscented, and I've used it for years. I've never had a problem with it. Dove unscented. I think it's in the teal looking box, teal and white. That's just what I use. If you see natural soaps out there, a lot of them have additives, not chemical additives, but they have oils, like aromatherapy oils, a mint oil, a flower or a lily oil, or what's the one I'm thinking of? Gosh, I'm really not thinking very well today. It's at the tip of my tongue, but I can't think of it. But just like aromatherapy oils, okay? They add a lot of them. Some lemons, which that would not be good, okay, for you to wash yourself with that. So stick with, when I say a natural soap, For me, I've always used Dove unscented. I switched to a natural soap once that had eucalyptus and another oil in it, which sounded beautiful and oh, so I love the smell when I opened it, but when I washed myself with it, I had a flare. An hour later, I had a flare, and it was a big one. It's almost like you feel like your bladder is just sitting there waiting, just waiting. Come on, what are you gonna bring me? I'm ready. That's how I feel sometimes. But I don't want to look at my bladder like that. I want to love my bladder, and when I do love it, it leaves me alone. But yeah, so I just wanted to tell you that, just some little tidbits for anybody that's going through anything out there. Okay, and the Tobias. I'm sorry if I keep saying it's just been one of those days. It's been one of those days where I keep, I feel like I got a little bit of air between the ears. But, so Tobias. Now, Tobias is a bladder, it's a bladder relaxant, and there are other bladder relaxants out there. What I found with Tobias is the insurance companies don't want to cover it because there's no generic and it's very expensive. So the insurance companies, if you have insurance, may try and get you to try 2 or 3 different bladder relaxants before you go to this one. This one I just know to work. It works wonderfully. I almost feel like it's an antidepressant for my bladder. It just relaxes everything because you're so tense and you just need to relax it. And Tobias does that. But I'm sure there are other relaxants, or I don't know, whatever they call them, incontinence pills or whatever, that do the same thing. It's just that I've always taken Tobias. I've never tried anything else. It's always worked for me, and I just like to stick with what works for me. But I'm sure there are other medications that work for you or other people, whoever's going through this. So I guess you can find that out if you talk to your doctor. Hopefully your doctor is very understandable if you're going through this. This is for the ones that are, going through this, or maybe knowledge, maybe your child, your daughter, your son's going through it. You have no idea why they're in so much pain. This is happening more and more and more to a lot of women, some men, but mostly women. It's happening, and it's very sad to hear when your 3-4-year-old daughter's in pain. I'm watching some YouTubes and I hear some moms talking about their daughters, and knowing what I went through, if my daughter went through this, it's when your kids go through it, you go through it, you feel it too. So anyway, if you're experiencing that, I'm just giving you some knowledge. Bone broth. Yeah, bone broth. So bone broth is a gut healer. And for all you plant-based people out there, you may need to drink some bone broth, because bone broth is loaded with collagen and it heals your gut. It's a gut healer. And it worked for me. It healed my gut, which in turn, nothing spilled into my gut. Nothing spilled into my bladder from my gut. Your gut is probably the most important brain in your body, because your gut feeds your brain. All the thoughts come from your gut to your brain. Why do you think they say trust your gut? When something's not right and you're, that's not your brain, it's your gut. It's your gut feeling, and you got to follow it. Everything comes from the gut. The gut is its own brain. And you can't wreak havoc on that gut. So take a break from, do the plant-based. I'm into it. But drink the bone broth. Organic, pastured bone broth. And the reason why you want it pastured is because you don't want to be eating any animal that's stressed out, because now you're eating their cortisol levels, and that's going to stress you out. Why do that? And I honestly, I'm not a meat eater anyway because of all that. I don't condone abuse, animal abuse, But, you know, a lot of people eat meat and, you know, that's the way it is. But if it's pastured and it's humanely treated throughout its life, the cortisol levels are going to be a lot low than one, you know, chicken or beef that you buy from the grocery store. And it's a lot cheaper than the organic pastured kind. That's the reason why, because they don't take care of anything. But bone broth will heal your gut. And you need to start with that. And, you know, bone broth is also very low in sodium. I never found it to bother me at all. It doesn't, you know, I mean, the taste is whatever, you know, you get used to it. And it's something you can heat up and sip, you know, in the afternoon, but get that into your system. That's going to help you. It's going to help your digestion. It's going to help your gut lining, basically. Now, you're eating a lot of crap, okay? And when I say crap, I'm not saying chocolate cake and cookies and candy and chips. I'm talking right now, you're going alkaline. So it's that in itself is depressing, because you're going to get to a point where you're not feeling, your pain's kind of subsiding. You're feeling a little good. You're going to be tempted to eat something bad, but you probably won't, because you remember the pain. The pain never goes away, ever, okay? That deep, dark time in your life doesn't go away. You will remember it, and you'll be scared of it. But, you know, eating lettuce and cucumber and celery and I was making romaine celery smoothies. I mean, ugh, but I had to do it. And then, you know, I did enjoy my peppermint tea, but I've got something that you can make that hopefully will not bother you. It didn't bother me at all. So it's gluten-free bagels, Udi's, gluten-free bagels in the frozen section of the grocery store, coconut oil, refined or unrefined. So unrefined coconut oil has the coconutty flavor. So you want unrefined coconut oil, get the organic. Let me think. Okay, almond butter. Almond butter and almonds are very alkaline. Almond butter can be very expensive. And you want to get the sprouted almond butter, because almonds go through, like any nut, like any living thing, they all have a defense mechanism to protect themselves. Almonds don't want to be eaten. They don't want their predators to eat them. So they create an enzyme to poison their predators if they eat them. That's a regular almond. Almonds go through a process during their growth period where they diminish that enzyme. There's just a small period where the enzyme is diminished. Do you ever notice when you eat a lot of nuts, it doesn't feel very good? That's why. You have that enzyme in there with the nut. You know, it just, you know, I can eat, you know, if I were to eat a bunch of nuts, I couldn't eat for the rest of the day, because my stomach is like, you know, it's not full, but it feels full, and it's, you know. So almonds, what you do with almonds and cashews or many other nuts, but you have to watch the nuts. Like peanut butter can irritate your bladder. Peanuts can irritate your bladder. So certain nuts. For me, I'm going to say almonds, because the almonds are the most alkaline nut there is in the nut family. So with the almonds, you want to soak them. You want to soak them for 24 hours, because in 24 hours they will start to sprout. Once they start to sprout, the enzyme's gone. You can now rinse your rinse your almonds. I peel the skin off. I don't do that anymore. This is what I used to do. I don't eat almonds anymore. But you, and also raw almonds. Of course, raw almonds, not honey roasted or salted or anything like that. These are raw almonds that you do have to order on Amazon. I think they're illegal here. I think it's illegal for anybody to sell raw almonds in the United States, but you can order them from Amazon. So and then once they're sprouted, all you'll see is a little stem, tiny little stem. not a grass stem or a green stem or anything like that, but you could just see, okay, they're ready. And on top of that, they're blown up like a balloon. They're like, they triple in size. So you take the skin off, rinse them out, take the skin. I would take the skin off because I think the skin can be irritating to your digestive system. I dehydrate them. I have a dehydrator, but you can put them in the oven, and I think on a low temperature for like 4 hours or something like that. And they come out very crunchy, very delicious. They don't lose their flavor. And you can eat those almonds, and you can also make your own almond butter by putting them in the blender and just letting them blend for, I think, 12 minutes. Keep wiping the sides and everything, but blend. No, food processor. The food processor for like 12 minutes. It does take a while, but you're making almond butter. And there you have your own natural almond butter. If you wanted to go buy sprouted almond butter, you can. I do know Whole Foods sells them, and they are expensive. I think I've seen them as high as like $23 for a jar. But if you wanted to try them, try them. It's delicious, delicious almond butter. I recently found out that I'm allergic to almonds. So a few things make perfect sense to me because I was eating a lot of them. And I wasn't getting a flare at all. It really did help me through my journey in the beginning. But, since then I found out I'm allergic. So now I do sunflower seed butter. And delicious. That's delicious too. It hasn't bothered me. And I do really well on it. The reason why I say any type of nut butter, is, well, only certain nut butters are good. And the reason why I'm saying you may want to add a nut butter to your diet because you need the protein. When you're eating the greens for like a day or two, you're going to wake up the next day shaking, weak, and wondering what's wrong with you. Almost like you're having a withdrawal from sugar or coffee or something. You're weak, and you're going to really feel bad and wonder, what's wrong with you, what's going on. And it's really the lack of protein at that point because you're not getting any protein in your system. And there is plant-based protein also. I mean, there's quinoa. That's a good plant-based protein. So there's plenty of that. But nut butter is just easy. You spread it on a gluten-free bagel, which is what I did. So I would measure out 2 tablespoons, or sometimes I just slather it on. And so I toasted my bagel. It's a gluten-free bagel, so you want to get it very toasty, very toasty. And put the coconut oil on there, let that melt in. And then slob some nut butter on there. And then get your Manuka honey, dab some of that on top, and that's going to satisfy you. You're going to go, oh yes, this tastes like dessert. That's what I said. This is like dessert, especially if you've gone a few days without any sweets or anything. Anything you eat that's a little sweet is going to be really good. But it's very satisfying. It just makes you feel like a regular person again, like you're a person that can eat. It doesn't make you feel like that. And it's filling, and it has the protein, and it has some carbs, and it's just delicious. I find it very delicious. And honestly, it's my go-to, and it's my saving grace during the time of a flare. Now, I want to go into the Manuka honey. Manuka honey is a healing honey. It is expensive, but it is worth the money. It is a very healing honey. They have different K factors, and these factors have different probiotics. And for you plant-based, you can get honey from a bee farm that is extremely humane. I'm not sure if it's so bad, if bee farms are so bad because of the extinction of bees right now, that they're really trying to bring the bees back. So sometimes I think by purchasing the honey, we're helping those farmers bring the bees back, because an extinction of bees, we won't be able to survive as a human race. So, in a way, some of them are saving the earth. I know there's always those crappy people out there that do it for money or do it for selfish purposes or abusive or whatever, but there's some that aren't. I have a friend that has a bee farm, and she loves her bees. She goes out there in her suit and she loves her bees. So, and they're not abused. They're loving life. They're happy and loving life. So I know there's plant-based people out there that don't believe in eating honey, but this is the Manuka honey is a healing honey, And you can put it in your tea. It tastes like honey. It's delicious. Actually, it has a caramely taste to me. I think sometimes it tastes like caramel and caramel, or however you say it. But look it up. Research Manuka honey. Research the K factors. There's so much healing benefits with it. I mean, you can even, if you have a rash on your skin, you can rub the Manuka honey on your skin and it's healing to your skin. I guess what I'm trying to say is there's so much out there for you to help you heal. You just have to search that. Research the healing and stop researching the pain. You're going through enough pain. Let's start healing. And I want you to do one more thing. I want you to get a food allergy test. I got one from Everly. It's everlywell.com. And they test your blood against 96 foods. Knowing what I was allergic to, knowledge, I mean, when you know better, you do better. The knowledge was so helpful because I found out I can't eat eggs. I'm allergic to eggs. And okay, I know the Everly Well test, they tell you you're sensitive to these food items. To me, if I'm sensitive to a food item, I'm allergic to it. My body is not reacting the way a normal person does. And they actually show you your, exactly where you're at on the scale of allergies, and I get your gut bio and, other information. And I found out that I'm allergic to eggs, or I'm sensitive to eggs, I'll say that, which makes so much sense. I've eaten eggs all my life, but when I eat eggs, I'm done for the day. I can't eat anything else. My stomach is just like, ooh. But I just thought that's what eggs did. But I'm allergic. Egg yolk and egg white. I'm allergic to almonds. Now, the sprouted almonds never bothered me, but regular almonds always did. And peanuts, forget it. If I eat peanuts, I'm throwing up. I'm allergic to cow's milk. Now, I grew up thinking that milk settles your stomach. So when I was sick, I drank milk. How weird is that? I'm allergic. Well, because I'm allergic to cow's milk, now we're talking cheese. Okay, I keep saying allergic. I'm going to say sensitive. I'm allergic to all cheeses except goat cheese. I can eat goat cheese. I'm allergic to yogurt. I'm sensitive to yogurt, sour cream, anything that has to do with milk, cow's milk. And they also said the whey of the cow. So the whey is when you open up sour cream or yogurt and there's that watery stuff at the top, that's whey. You wonder what people are drinking, whey protein, that's what that is. And I'm allergic to that. What else? Chicken. Now, I used to eat chicken. It used to close my throat. I thought it was just me. I'm allergic to I'm sensitive to chicken. Sorry, I keep saying that. Anyway, get an Everly Well test. It's, oh my gosh. I mean, you just feel so free when you find out what exactly you're allergic to, because then you kind of go, oh my gosh, that's right. Wait, that's why? Oh, when I ate that, oh, now I get it. I think it's a great thing. They have sales too. So just look up everlywell.com. But anyway, that's all I have for now. I'm sure that's enough for you. Hope you loved my shoes, and I hope you loved the video. And if you did, please subscribe and hit the like button. And thank you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. I'll try to do less health stuff unless you want it. If you want it, comment. Love you.